A recent Gallup World Poll shows that stress in America has taken a stark increase since 2017, with levels now at their highest in a decade. The American Psychology Association does a survey of stress levels in the U.S. each year. That study more recently shows that most Americans are suffering from moderate to high levels of stress, with 44% saying that their stress levels have increased over the past 5 years. Stress has been considered the cause of impulsive and compulsive behaviors for decades by psychologists, and more recent studies show a direct connection. According to the Global Health Data Exchange, the U.S. continues to be the leader among nations in the world for the highest concentration of substance use disorder or addiction to substances. According to the World Happiness Report, even as economic conditions improve for Americans, the level of happiness has been decreasing since 2008. Stress is not so much about the amount of weight that we're carrying as it is about how we're carrying that weight, how we're managing it. In many cases, a lifestyle change is absolutely necessary, but more often than not, we just need better tools for managing the weight that we're carrying. If we're able to develop these tools, there's no doubt that we'll become more peaceful and productive people. Activities like exercise, eating better, maybe starting a hobby, taking more time off from work, spending time with family, these activities can prove to be effective in relieving stress. But unfortunately, the thought of adding one more activity to an already full schedule just raises the stress level even more, such that that one activity no longer relieves the stress, but becomes a stressor itself. So what do we do? Well, that seems to be the kind of question that Americans keep asking, what to do. See, because we believe that the answer is always some kind of doing. But I think what's happened is that we have lost the essence, our essence of just being still. Activities, or rather non-activities, like a moment of silence, a quiet drive, a leisurely walk, a curious look at something new. These kinds of non-activities are quickly being squeezed from our existence. So I'm not suggesting that we add anything to our life, but rather what I'm suggesting is that we just simply become aware, notice how these kind of non-activities come up in our life on their own. Maybe you do get in the car and as you start driving, you realize that the radio isn't on and it's just quiet. Instead of reaching to cut it on and fill the space with the noise, just notice it. Notice the quiet. Or maybe you're walking all the way across the office to get to another meeting, or maybe you're across town and you realize that your mind's just been on what you're about to do, but rather pull your mind back for just a moment and recognize the opportunity to just be with the walk, to just be in this leisurely walk and enjoy that moment and take advantage of it. So it's not so much about adding something new to our life as it is just receiving what's really already there and flowing with that. So paradoxically, what I'm suggesting we do is nothing. Just be. There's really nothing to do here. It doesn't have to be that hard.